Welcome to R&R, Relationships in Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and this is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we've been in the real estate and mortgage industry since the early 2000s. We're super excited to have you here with us today. We already have mi amiga Monica here. Hi,
Hey,
Monica. Happy Wednesday to you. It's a celebration. So thank you all for joining us here. And welcome to September. And happy birthday month to Chris. His birthday is coming up. Super excited to celebrate. It'll be a fun month.
September is always fun for the birthdays. So growing up poor, not with very much money, we celebrated our birthday. Me, my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. It's my mom's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mama.
My brother and my grandpa all had one fancy dinner together at Sizzler.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days. Gotta go to Sizzler.
we do Sizzler every year. Mm-hmm. Hey, all you can eat.
Yes.
You had the ice cream, the soft serve ice cream, all the sprinkles you want.
That was a huge treat growing up, going to Sizzler.
Didn't have to buy a birthday cake. It was perfect. So we used to do that every year. Still remember it. Now it's really just me and my brother Pat celebrate. We're a week apart. Me and my mom are 3 weeks apart. Mm-hmm. 7th, 21st, 28th.
Now we do family dinner.
Now it's family dinner on Saturday. So we'll be celebrating probably next week, right?
Yes, that'll be fun, fun, fun. So my goodness, you close your eyes and half the year is gone. How is this possible? The summer isn't even over yet, and all the Halloween stuff is here. Starbucks has their pumpkin spice lattes, everybody. And how do you feel about that? Are you excited about pumpkin spice lattes, or are you just enjoying the summer still? Honestly, for me, I am ready for it to be fall. This summer can go. I feel like the summer just heated up now. We've had such a mild summer, and then it just got super hot. And it's just all in 1 month, I feel like.
So Monica says it's time to decorate for Christmas.
Yes, I want to decorate for Christmas too. So yesterday, speaking of decorating, we started to decorate for Halloween in our house. And I am so excited.
Hi, Urvashi.
Hi, Urvashi. Thanks for joining us.
So I've said this many times on the show that Corey is the Amazon queen. So I get home the other day, and I am not kidding. It looked like our living room looked like underneath the freeway. Like there was just boxes everywhere. The kids created this encampment of houses.
We have encampments in our house right now.
It is insane. It's like Box City at our house.
Well, to my defense, I am getting decorations for our upcoming event. It's not just for me. It's not some crazy obsession, but yes, the decorations will stay with us after the event. But I ordered a bunch of stuff, and it wasn't just Amazon. I'm not the Amazon queen, okay? I'm always shopping for a good deal. But we couldn't even open the front door.
She's not exaggerating. It was everywhere. And then the kids...
They love boxes. So
every kid loves boxes.
Who cares about getting your kids toys? Just give them the boxes from the stuff you order. Our kids are making little condos and motels and stuff. Tino's going to go upward. He said he's building a 2-story.
He wants a 2-story.
Nola had me cut out some windows for hers. And whenever we get a new shipment, they change it into a chimney or something that they're adding on to their homes. So they have these little homes that are within their playroom and are spilling now into our living room. And yesterday I just had enough. I started kicking those boxes around. I was like, this is too much. I can't handle it.
It's too much.
There was stuff everywhere.
So I could say the kids are very efficient with what all the contents in the box. Because those little poppets in there, like those little bubble wrap things, right? So your stuff doesn't break. So they're little small ones, maybe about this big. Mm-hmm. Santino he collected maybe 30, 40 of those things. He threw them in his condo and he made me cut out a window because he needs room to read, right? Like some light to read.
Yes.
And he's laying on them like
it's his couch or like a bed, his air mattress.
It's the weirdest thing, but they love it in there. So they've been really busy for the last 3-4 days.
I love that they're resourceful with stuff that we want to get rid of. So there you go. I don't have to buy any toys. They just go play and have some quiet time and read in their little...
The problem's that they're not letting us get rid of it.
I know. We're going to have to let go of it soon. So Monica said, laugh out loud, the boxes. Haha. And I saw the pic of your front door. You couldn't see the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But that's okay. They're enjoying it. So how is everyone surviving this heat wave? Oh my gosh. It's all everyone's talking about, but I'm sorry. It is way too hot, and it's okay to talk about it and complain. I felt like yesterday at pickup, this one guy was like irritated about talking about the heat because Chris walked up at pickup. Do you remember this? And he's like, he was about to say like, gosh, it's hot. But this guy was like, man, it's so cold out, huh? Are you sick of this cold? He was all irritated.
It wasn't funny whatsoever.
It wasn't. I'm like,
I just gave him the look. I'm like, it's funny because there's like this valuable piece of real estate when we pick up our kids. It's a tiny little shady area, from like the overhead. So everybody's like just boxed in side to side, just trying to stay cool as much as we can.
And you know how friendly Chris is? He usually sparks up conversations with people, and I do too. But I don't know what it is at this pickup. There's not good vibes. I'm not feeling good vibes from some of these parents. Like, I really don't want to talk to you.
It could either be that, or it could be that it's so hot that everybody's irritable and you just don't want to talk to anybody because I act like like I'm a tortoise. I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay really still so I can stay nice and cool as much as possible. And then as soon as we get the kid, we're gone. We're going right in the car.
Yeah, but it's different at Santino's pickup because we have our friends that we've made over the years, and we chit-chat there. I just think it's that group.
It's a bigger piece of real estate, though. There's more shade.
There's more shade. People are happy. So if you guys are picking up your kids from school and you're waiting there, do you spark up a conversation with other parents? Or are you the ones that are just like, I don't want to deal with these parents? Because I think sometimes I'm starting to lean toward that. So, a little grumpy.
Speaking of that heat wave, did you cancel a Disney trip?
I sure did. So it was over 100 for however many days in a row.
108.
Oh, Lord. It was just too much. I felt like I was back in Palm Springs. And I checked out the forecast, and it said it was going to be 109 degrees in Anaheim. That does not sound like a fun, magical time to me at all. Can you imagine you're waiting in line in this heat and people are like so close to you? And I mean, I miss those days like during you had a social distance and be like 6 feet from people when you're waiting in line. Now people are like all up in your business and breathing on your back, and it's hot and sweaty. I don't want to be by smelly people. That doesn't sound like
Tell
fun.
me how you really feel. So it's so funny because I wasn't able to make it to the last Disney trip, and I guess it was hot then. And Corey was telling me how much she loved the Grizzly River Run, and it was so much fun to get wet at Disneyland.
It was not hot. It was cool in the morning. The sun came out. We had fun on the Grizzly River Run. People weren't like, okay, we're all going to sweat in that heat, right? But there is not everybody
smells the same.
Has good hygiene,
smells the same
and so
when
you're
they sweat.
Standing there, it's just like, oh, you're already going to be miserable, and then I don't want anyone breathing on me. I don't want to feel those extra heat near me. Yeah, no. So we canceled the trip, and that's okay. That's fine because we'll go when it's cooler.
Yeah, we will. So, I saw all these posts this last week of this crazy weather that we had here in SCV.
Right.
Right, like windstorms and rain and hail and lightning.
What the hell,
right? How did we miss that?
No, I saw it outside. We looked out the window and there was gray clouds rolling in, and I was getting really excited, and then it just didn't even hit our house.
It stopped.
It cooled down a little bit.
It stopped at the freeway. It was just like, we're not going over this freeway.
So there was a major storm that came through, and I guess it was super windy, and I don't know.
But we didn't catch the rain, the hail. We're on a hill, and it's really windy on the hillside. I don't even think it was windy.
It was. It blew a bunch of stuff around. You just didn't see it. He didn't pay attention. He didn't go outside and
because it was hot
water or anything like that. So Monica says, I chit chat with my friends, laugh out loud. Of course you do at pickup. Yes, that's my girl. And Monica said, it hit here and man, it was crazy. So did things get knocked over at your house, Monica? Do you have any damage from it? Hopefully not. But yeah, it went from 105 to 85 degrees. Woo!
Wow.
That's crazy.
So with these crazy winds, we were at Corey's cousin's house. Their trampoline got picked up, and they live like on an acre of land. Their trampoline got picked up and shot over to the neighbor's house.
Luckily, nobody got injured. Jeez.
Luckily, nobody was in that trampoline.
Well, that's you always hear me tell the kids, oh, it's a little windy out. You can't get in that jumper. I don't want it to blow away.
Well, because you've clicked on the stories of this happening to kids.
It does.
So now you tell me these stories of like, oh yeah, these kids went 200 feet in the air and 300 yards down the way, and they never found the kids.
No, I didn't say that, but they have ended up on freeways before.
That's insane.
These crazy windstorms. So yeah, I'm just overprotective. What can I say? Monica said just a lot of weeds everywhere. Ooh, well,
it's all right.
At least nobody got injured, right? I didn't hear of any injuries, so that's good. And then speaking of all these crazy things happening, how about this Castaic fire that's been going on? It's really been like terrible for all these people that had to evacuate. I think a few structures burnt down. And then there's been like a bunch of firefighters that have been either injured or had to go to the hospital. Our neighbor is a firefighter, and he was on it, and he actually had to go back because he couldn't breathe. It was so hot, and he had a cold. It's crazy.
It's tough. It's tough because there is that pesky cold that's been going around.
Mm-hmm.
So you're dealing with that. You're dealing with allergies. You're dealing with terrible air quality.
Yeah, and
fires,
that heat.
The heat.
And the fire. So
it's a lot going on right now. Oh,
man, these poor firefighters. Thank you for helping protect us. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And shout out to them. Gosh, it's been really, really bad. So has it affected any of you all? Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mama.
My mom's here. She said, hi, loves. I know with us, it did affect us because the traffic has been horrendous. The poor people that have been stuck on the 5 freeway this past week, I think some of them were traveling for like over a day because the freeway had shut down. And some people's cars were overheating. I read a report that some of the nice people who live in Castaic came out and were bringing waters to people who were traveling.
That's
They were
great.
just stuck on the road and like overheating. So it's been crazy, but I feel like all of that traffic that was stuck on the freeway just kind of spilled out all into Santa Clarita.
It did, because the first thing you're going to do is you're going to travel on the road parallel to the freeway, which is the old road. Mm-hmm. That was bumper to bumper. So we thought we were smarter than the average bear. So we took the very first street to escape that. We were going to try to do a big circle. And we took McBean, also bumper to bumper that day.
Yes. I've never seen that much traffic near the mall.
Ton of traffic. So, going back to this weather and the fire and all this crazy stuff happening, people getting evacuated, mm-hmm. with chaos comes opportunity. So I don't know if you heard this. Somebody, they always get the prisoners to come fight the fires.
Oh, yes.
Somebody escaped the other day.
Oh, boy.
I think they're still looking for him. I don't even think he's been caught yet. And that was from Agua Dulce. He was fighting a fire.
Oh, geez.
So maybe he'll be a guest on the show today.
I hope
Pop
not.
right in.
Why would you even say that? Don't put that in the universe.
I'm just saying, I don't know where this guy is.
That is...
He's missing in action.
Okay, yeah, let's go hop on their podcast. Okay, so strange. Anyways, so Friday we were set to go to the beach and continue our tradition, and it took us so long to get out of this town, but it was so hot, and I know we shouldn't have been out there in the traffic contributing to it, but we needed to escape this heat. It was too much.
It took longer to get out of SCV. And when I say out of SCV, I mean right where Newhall Ranch turns into the 126. That's like right when you're out of SCV, right? Mm-hmm. And now you're on the 126. It took us over an hour from our house in Stevenson Ranch to get there.
Yes.
And it only took us 50 minutes to get from there to the beach.
Yes.
There was no traffic on the 126.
Thank goodness, because I thought there'd be tons of traffic with the holiday weekend. But we finally made it out to the beach and were able to spend a few hours there and watch the sunset.
It was really
so
nice. 30-degree difference, you guys. 30 degrees.
What a relief.
It was 75 at the beach. It was perfect.
It was so, so nice. So Monica's laughing over here, probably about the escapee. And Urvashi said, just to console you, Corey, the guy escaped from minimum security prison. And she's laughing. Okay, I feel a little bit better now. But like, what was his crime that he committed?
I don't know.
He's in there for a reason.
With Ghassan as our DA, he's probably a serial killer.
He probably is, because a lot of these guys are committing crimes. They're just letting him right out. Oh, scary. I don't even want to think about that. Hi, Christian. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. So I know it's only the first week of September, but is anyone else getting ready for Halloween?
Anybody?
Anyone?
Going once?
So we finally went back to the Spirit Halloween store the other day because, we had this huge buildup. We wanted to go see. The kids are getting so excited about it. That's like our annual tradition.
They were hype about it. They asked about it for like 3 or 4 days.
Every year we go, as soon as it opens, they want to go and get scared by all the cool setups they have. And this year they were really, really excited because they want to add to all the scaring that we did last year with the spider. And so they had really high hopes, right? Well, the first time we went, it wasn't even open. They closed at 7. So as you can imagine, our kids were super excited, on the edge of their seat. We finally go, and
it was a big dud. It was a big dud. So if you guys ever been in there, they kind of set up their like makeshift, I'm not going to call it like a maze, but it's like a walkthrough, and you step on, they have your little footprints.
Their displays.
For their displays to pop up and scare you.
So you can try them out and see, like, if you want to add that to your haunted house or to add to your decoration in front of your home. And yeah, I just feel like for the amount that they're going to charge for these things, you would think they would get someone in there who would make it really like all out, and then people would buy it.
They should, but they don't. They're just hiring, temporary workers for those jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. And you know what made a big comeback? I don't know if you guys remember this movie. It was like a cult classic. I want to say in the 80s, probably in the late 80s, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh my gosh, that was the 80s. Oh,
that was the scariest.
That was the scariest movie growing up. Were you scared when you would watch that?
I love that movie growing up. I don't know why. I like to get scared when I was little, just so I could feel tough,
I mean, I was so scared of that movie, but I still watched it. And then they would like wrap the people up in cotton candy and then stick a straw in it and suck the blood out. Do you remember that?
I just remembered it now that you brought it all back.
Oh, disgusting.
What I remember is the clowns doing, it's nighttime, and I think there's like some homeless people on the street. And then the clown starts doing like a little shadow puppet on the wall. And he's doing like funny things, and they're all watching. And then all of a sudden he turns one into a dinosaur and like eats somebody.
I forgot about that.
It was the worst graphics, but it was like, I loved it growing up. I thought it was amazing. But
and this is why I am a little afraid of clowns now.
I think that's legit.
That and with it. Oh gosh, that is terrifying. Ugh. Who comes up with these ideas to scare people?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe.
But who's still into horror movies? Like, is anybody still into that? I think that was a cultural thing, because I can tell you when I worked at the video store, maybe it also could be because I worked in Sun Valley, but Latino culture love to get scared. So we could have like a blockbuster movie that just came out. I think Titanic had just come out, right? So we have like 150 of those movies, and then we have like 12 of like some horror B movie that came out, that straight to video, right? Like Pumpkinhead or something. And people would come in, and you think they're going to ask for Titanic, but they'd be like, hey, so is Pumpkinhead back in yet?
You're stupid.
No, I'm dead serious. And then you got people just lined up, like, right now, please take down my number, call me when Pumpkinhead comes back in. Like, people love the horror movies, especially like the culture loves the horror movies.
I am not trying to pay to get scared. No, thank you. I mean, I like the fun of it at our house and doing little things like that, but take me to like Not Scary Farm or any of that. No, I'm not down for that. No, thank you.
Our kids are too naive to go to something like that. Oh. They still think that the red stuff on the knives is ketchup.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So circling back to Spirit Halloween, did we get anything? We didn't get anything.
Nothing. There was nothing worth getting. I mean, it's one thing if we were like, oh, we don't want to overpay for this. But that didn't come up. There was nothing that we were excited to add into our decorations.
Yes. So did anyone else, have you started decorating for Halloween? Have you gone to the Spirit Halloween store and gotten any ideas? Or Are we just the crazy ones over here? So Eric's with us. Good afternoon to you both. Hi.
How you doing,
Thank you
Eric?
so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So this past weekend was Labor Day weekend. We hope everyone had a nice, relaxing 3-day weekend. And if you went out of town, hopefully you weren't stuck in major traffic and you had safe travels. I just saw something pop up about that Burning Man event. Have you heard of that? Where they go out into the desert and they just have parties and act crazy.
Did that happen this weekend?
That happened this weekend in Nevada in this heat. And you should have seen the overview picture of all the traffic. It was 8 miles long of like 10 lanes of traffic not moving in the desert.
Was Eminem performing there?
I don't know.
It's 8 Mile. Yeah, I know. Wah, wah.
Chomp. So Eric said, I got some Haunted Mansion stuff from Spirit Online. Ooh.
So we need to follow Eric's lead and go to Spirit Online.
Yes, because I saw nothing Haunted Mansion there. That would be a nice addition to our Halloween stuff. And Urvashi said, not yet. Can't think of Halloween in this heat. I know. I'm just trying to will it to happen. Like maybe the temperatures are going to cool down over the weekend, which I think they will soon.
You know, one thing we didn't touch on with these pumpkin spice lattes, we need to start taking pictures and see if we can have any UGG sightings, right? Because somebody's going to do it. Watch, 100-degree weather. Somebody's going to have a pumpkin spice latte in their hand, and they're going to be wearing UGGs. I know it's coming.
We'll just go to the local Starbucks and you'll catch that. I'm sure if you sit out there, you'll get at least...
I don't go to Starbucks, though.
You'll get 10 of them probably in the first hour you're there. I guarantee it. Ooh. Man, I would not want to be those Uggs in this heat. No way. No, thank you. Those feet, yuck. So we ended up going to Pear Blossom in Antelope Valley this past weekend for our cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, Ruby.
Little Ruby.
And we were a little bit worried. Chris didn't want to go. He was a little bah humbug because he didn't want to sit in traffic. He was really worried about being stuck with Labor Day traffic.
And it was hot. I just wanted to be at my house.
And
just
I said,
relaxing.
I didn't even push him. I'm like, that's fine. We're going. I'm going to her birthday party. And,
you know, Corey makes those subtle, she doesn't have to say much. She could just say things like, I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
I didn't even say that time. But I have said that in the past, and I'm glad that it resonates with him because I just pop in his head, you're going to make the right decision. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make the right decision. So congratulations. You made the right decision. And he joined us for the birthday party, and we had a lot of fun. There was no traffic on the way there or on the way back. But let me tell you, it was so hot, and my cousin Rosa had out the slip and slide for Ruby's birthday.
It was like 115. It was ridiculous.
It was so hot outside that the sweat was just pouring off me because I'm not going to just let my kids go play in the front yard and not watch them. I got to see them have fun and take video and stuff.
I was inside in the air conditioning.
He was inside. I helped Rosa, set it up and have fun. It got to a point where I just ran through the slip and slide. Full clothes, everything. I was like, I'm already wet anyways from this sweat. I might as well cool off. I'm still waiting for
the video. I haven't seen the video yet.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I'm glad he doesn't have it because he'd probably give it to the producer of our podcast and he'd probably post it on here. So thank goodness Rosa hasn't sent it. But you could send it to me, Rosa.
So we missed some comments here. So Monica says it's supposed to rain this weekend.
I know. That's what you were saying.
It's like a 50-50 chance.
Is there some crazy storm coming in again?
It's going to be like 80 degrees. So it might be like tropical rain. I don't know.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it.
That's how I'm going to look at it anyhow.
Nice little cool down. And then Eric said yard. I'm assuming
for decoration.
Okay. And he said his major purchase this year is a 15-foot tall Oogie Boogie for the front yard. Very nice. Love it. Mm-hmm. So Monica said, yes, please post the video. No, we are not posting it. However, I will let you see it because I'll let you see that. I don't want everybody else to see it.
I'll work on getting my hands on this video, everyone.
So Eric, tying into your cool purchase, I am really excited because one of the main things that we got is a 9.5-foot Mickey jack-o'-lantern.
Is that in that whole?
That's one of the things that we got.
There's so much stuff. I have no idea what we got.
So that is going to be featured at our event. I'm super excited about it. So dropping little hints here and there. We'll talk more about it later. But our fall festival that's coming up, if anyone can guess that that's one of the main features, what the theme is going to be, we'll get to that soon. And my mom said Hurricane K What?
Is that the name of this?
That's the name of what's coming? They named it after your middle name, Mom. What's this Hurricane K? Does anybody know about it?
I have no idea. We haven't had regular TV in like 10
Hurricane's
years.
going to affect us?
I
California?
doubt it.
Really?
I doubt it.
And then Eric said, nice. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So if you're a regular listener on our show, you might remember our Tesla was involved in a little accident. Do you want to recap this for us? What's the status on the Tesla?
Well, just a quick recap if anybody missed it. Just out doing my job, showing homes, making dreams come true. And we're on a cul-de-sac. No cars are parked in the cul-de-sac except us and our clients, right? Come back outside. Must have been in the house 5 minutes. Come back outside to our door being completely pushed in, right? Smashed in. And basically, the neighbor across the street just backed right out from her garage, never turned the wheel, and went straight into our car. And she has a 2021 Chevy Silverado truck with backup cameras. Obviously,
sometimes us moms, we got a lot on our mind. She was probably in a hurry trying to get her kids somewhere. Why am I standing up for her?
I don't know, but I love this. So this is how Corey is so, with women's power, right? Like empowerment. Like, that mom, she was okay. Anyhow, she was fine.
It wasn't
okay.
So
it's funny that you said that. Mm-hmm. She was in a hurry to get her daughter to like some practice or something.
See? Okay. So, well, I'm not happy about the fact that our Tesla is going to take forever to get repaired and that the door pops in and out whenever you're trying to open it and stuff like that. But that's okay.
It's going to take forever to fix. So the quick of it is I did everything that we were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. I've taken it in to get an estimate from the person that hit us from their insurance company. Luckily, it's USAA. So they're pretty good. Uh-huh. So the next step is now I have to find, which I did find thanks to the Tesla Facebook group of Santa Clarita.
Oh, wow.
Because there's no authorized.
You're very resourceful.
There's no authorized Tesla auto body shops in all of Santa Clarita.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
I feel like they're all over the road.
Well, the reason that matters, is that Tesla won't sell parts to a body shop unless it's Tesla certified. Or you have to go through a lot of red tape for them to sell the parts to them. So then it gets a little tough, right?
Right.
So I have an appointment tomorrow to go to Northridge to authorize certified Tesla body shop to get another estimate, and I'm hoping to have our car fixed by the end of the year. That's what's going to happen.
Those are some big goals. I hope we reach them.
I'm setting the bar really low with Tesla.
Oh, my goodness. So my mom said, yep, hurricanes normally on the East Coast. This was per ABC News last night. Wow. Very interesting weather we're dealing with. And Eric said, some people are just special.
Some, Eric, are even extra special.
And then my mom said, hi, Aunt Sherry. So she sees her friend Sherry on here. And Sherry said, hi, have a great day. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I love it when everyone's on here and making comments because it gets the show like a little bit more interesting and we can all communicate with each other. So thank you so much for joining in on the fun. So Chris and Santino finished their Star Wars The Clone Wars animated series, even though Chris told our producer it would take way too long and that they would never watch it. But yeah, they're watching it all the time. They're now on season 1 of the next show, Rebels.
So, yes, I did not want to watch Clone Wars because it's something like 10 or 12 seasons of like 20 episodes.
Right.
I was like, there's no way we're watching that. Okay. That content, not every single episode, but that show's probably better than most of all the new Star Wars shows that they have out.
Have you seen the new Star Wars shows?
I've seen, yes, but not like focused in on it. Like I'm working.
Well, maybe it'll be different now that
laundry,
you watch it.
Right. But I've seen Mandalorian. I've seen Boba Fett. I've seen Obi-Wan Kenobi. And now that I've seen Clone Wars, they get the best characters on those shows are from Clone Wars, right? So I'm excited to see. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think it's Osaka Tano, who was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan, his apprentice, who is obviously, spoiler alert, Darth Vader, So if anybody doesn't know,
wow.
there's people that don't know anything about Star Wars, but now I'm totally geeking over Star Wars. It's really because our son, as soon as he comes home, first thing he wants to do is watch Star Wars.
It, yep.
But it's great because it's motivational for him to get his homework done, do all the stuff he has to do, and then we can watch Star Wars. And then in the morning, same thing. He'll go eat really quick, brush his teeth, get dressed for school so we can have some Star Wars time before he goes to school.
Yes,
so
he loves
it's a great motivational tool right now for him.
Yeah, I love it. And all of us have kind of gotten into it. Well, Nola and I will watch it as well. We're not as regimented as you are with Santino, but we're all joining in on the fun, and that's part of what our costumes are going to be for Halloween. I already have them reminding me that I need to hurry up and get their costumes.
You need to get your costume.
It'll be fine.
So Corey's going to wait last second.
No, I'm not. I'm already shopping.
What's the name of this character again?
Of which
it's
one?
It's Anakin's wife. What's her name on there?
Oh, Padme.
Padme. So that's probably the most intricate costume out of all four of our costume is Padme, which she's putting on the back burner. You mark my words, Corey's going to end up dressed up as Chewbacca. Because Padme costumes are going to be gone by the time you grab them.
And if not, I could always... I do it so good, but I'm not even going to try right now. I do it way better than that. Oh, my goodness. So
Eric made a comment. He said,
Eric said, my van took 4 months to get fixed.
Oh, my gosh.
I had a kid hit me and took out the whole passenger side. Oh, my gosh.
That's
Best
terrible.
of luck with the repair. And Ravashi said, you will make a beautiful Padme. Oh, thank you.
That's
so sweet. Chris thinks I look more like Chewbacca, so
that's
let's
not
see
what I said. See how she twists the words, right? I'm saying if we keep waiting for this Padme costume, you're going to be
I know what you said. I'm
Chewbacca.
just making fun. That's all.
I would never say something like that.
So Nola went to the ENT doctor the other day. Finally, ear, nose, and throat specialist. Because remember, for those of you who watch us and for those of you who are just tuning in, Nola had this ear infection that lasted for over a month. And it was horrible. I felt so bad for her, but it's healing fine. And the doctor was really sweet. He let me look in her ear. So, and Tino as well. Because Tino's like, well, I want to see what it looks like. What does a healthy ear look like? And what does her healing ear look like? So it was a nice little lesson. We got to go see what a healthy ear looks like.
Very nice.
So I know, very nice. It was so exciting to go and spend $80 for them to tell us that she's okay.
I think we had 3 appointments for that.
Oh
right?
My
keep follow up.
Yeah.
I mean, her ear got better, so it's worth it.
Yes, anything to make sure that she's okay. And for those of you who follow the show as well, I finally had a mommy night out with my mommy friends, which was fun.
You've had a couple little mommy get-togethers recently.
Did I?
You sure did. So you had one at the Oaks.
Yes, we went to the Oaks. That was cool.
That was just mommies, no kids.
Yeah, that was just moms.
So how was it?
It was fun. We had a good time. First time out at the Oaks for dinner and made a reservation, but for some reason there was no reservation there. They didn't have a table ready for us.
Oh boy.
So, I mean, I'm not trying to be extra, but if I make a reservation, I would like to just go sit down and then have someone bring me water or something. But yeah, it was really interesting. The service wasn't that great. And I felt a little embarrassed because I brought my mommy friends here and I thought it'd be a lot of fun and, just have some good service. And it wasn't that great, but the company was great. So we made up for it.
Got it.
Had a good time.
So it fell short of your expectation.
Yeah. And I really wanted it to be a lot better than that.
So when Corey gets really upset, she starts using these very negative words like interesting. So that's about as mad as Corey's gonna get. You never really say something too mean, right? You're like, oh, it was interesting. That's your way of saying you had a really you had terrible service there, right?
Well, yeah, the service wasn't that great, but you know what? That's okay. I chalked it up to they were also having a wedding at the same time when I went. Had I known, maybe we wouldn't have made the reservations for that day, but that reservation was in for at least a month and a half. So, as moms, we feel like we don't really get many breaks. And so to go there and then have to deal with drama, I was like, that's why I'm out right now, to relax, have a good time, not worry about stuff. But they fell a little short. They did have a wedding going on, so...
Which they're probably going to have every single week, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So and those are the days you want to go out.
So those are the days. So I'm going to have to go on Thursdays instead.
There you go.
But Thursdays, guess what? They have happy hour. So maybe why
don't you go there and be happy?
Make it happy.
Yeah, go there and be happy.
I'm going to have to try that out next time. But I didn't give up on them. We went out again on I think it was a Wednesday night.
Yes.
Met up with Beth and her kids and took my kids because kids eat free on Wednesdays.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, well, let's just go out. I don't have to cook tonight. They could eat free, and we had a good time.
I love these kids eat free promotions, right? Because it will change our plans. So like yesterday, if you guys follow us on social media, you see I posted about curry pizza in Stevenson Ranch being
this is his
best,
new obsession.
Yeah, being the best pizza in Santa Clarita. So
it's so delicious.
You know, Corey didn't feel like cooking yesterday, which most of the time she's cooking, like 90% of the time.
But it was so hot. I needed a break.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, maybe we should have curry pizza because the kids eat free, right? So
I saw their sign.
That's how that happened.
I walked in there the other day just to get some ideas about their pricing for an event, and I saw they had this little sign out that kids eat free, and I'm like, wait a minute, you can't go in there and eat. Like, what does that even mean? So I called, and for anyone who wants to try out this place, I mean, this isn't a paid advertisement or anything like that. Just trying to help you out.
They should send us some coupons or something.
I mean, they should. So on Tuesdays, kids eat free, and what that means is if you buy a family-sized pizza, your kids get a cheese pizza for free. And guess what? That wasn't a second pizza. That was cheese bread. And they also throw in garlic cheese bread. And it looks like a pizza, but it just doesn't have sauce in it.
Oh, it looked just like a pizza.
I know.
So Urvashi says it's amazing.
It is amazing. What do you normally order when you go there, Urvashi? Because we've been sticking to two of the same things, right?
Well,
when we go,
I love them equally. So I love the butter chicken pizza. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I mean, every bite, I'm just like, oh my god, it's so good. Every single bite, right? You just got tired of
every bite. Seriously, that's what he does. This is so good. This is such a good idea. Oh my gosh.
It was so amazing. And then we got wings for the first time, which if anybody knows Corey, she was vegetarian for like 7-8 years.
Oh my goodness.
So for her to eat meat is a big deal.
And I usually don't eat chicken wings.
She gets grossed out by like the bone.
I will
chicken, right?
Like I'll make an exception. Recently, I started eating chicken again, but it's like boneless breast chicken. Like that's it. And they have boneless
chicken wings.
Chicken, I guess, are more like nuggets there. But the girl talked me out of it and said, just get the regular wings. I'm like, oh, all right. I mean, your food is amazing, so
it was so good.
It was so good.
Well, I'm going to have it again today because there's a bunch of leftovers.
We got the family-sized pizza. That thing is huge. We have dinner for like the next 4 days. I feel like so much
I can't do it that many days, but so Eric says it sounds like delicious pizza.
It's really good. I want to try all the different ones they have. So Urvashi said they have a 10% off when you order online. Okay, that's good to know. And she said that CJ loves the chicken tikka masala pizza. And their garlic jalapeno bread is awesome. So we got to try this. They have these loaded waffle fries there. Oh my gosh. They were so good.
The problem, it's too much food. So we have to have that with company.
Yes.
Because it's too much food.
Yes. Because our kids aren't eating like the yummy pizza. They just want cheese.
And Corey wants a deal every day of the week. So we're going to have company over on Tuesdays. So when the kids eat free, like that's
kids eat free. We're gonna have curry pizza on Tuesdays. We're gonna order it
online, get an extra 10% off.
And then Wednesdays we're going to the Oaks. We're gonna get kids eat free. Then we got it all figured out. Oh my goodness! So Chris has joined 3 fantasy football leagues. 3, everybody. How many of you all are part of fantasy football in one league? This guy's got 3 of them now. Like. Seriously, how do you find the time?
So, I mean, 3 is not that big of a deal. I used to do 3 all the time.
Okay.
And I stopped being the commissioner of a league years ago. And we were in that league for like 15 years, but everybody kind of just fizzled out. So I'm in 2 leagues. 3. One league is pretty much winner takes all. 12 teams, $100 buy-in. Winner takes all. I love that.
That's so cool.
1 winner, 11 losers, right? It makes it fun. I've won that league 1 time, and I was a huge underdog. and I still talk trash to that guy every single week about beating him like 3 years ago, right? So that league's fun. We do a live draft. There's trades going on. It's a good time. The other league that I'm in, it's my buddy, one of my brothers, Jeff Hudson. It's his air traffic controller league. I think I'm the only person in that league that's not an air traffic controller. That's my big money league. It's like a $500 buy-in.
Holy moly.
But I've won that league before too, and that's a $3,000 pot when you win, right? So that league's a lot of fun. And then this last league, I thought I was done drafting because I had 2 drafts on the same day, right? But Santino's old soccer coach, he just texted me randomly like, hey, we had a player drop out of our league. We need a 12th player. Can you do a draft tomorrow? And I was like, it's the Pico dads. So it's all these kids at, the dads at Pico Elementary. I was like, sure, I'll fill in. It's a fun little league. It's like a $50 buy-in league. I don't know people well enough to talk trash to them yet. I don't want to scare everybody. But I did show up with my Raider hat on. And the guy who was hosting, Broncos room everywhere. And I'm oh gosh.
One of those.
he was actually really cool, really good guy. But anyhow, I've been playing fantasy football for about 20 years. It took me 20 years to come up with the best fantasy football name that I've ever come up with. And that's because I'm a huge Raider fan. I mean, look, I have my Raiders hat with me all the time. I'm a huge Raider fan. So the team name is Silva and Black instead of Silver and Black. Love it.
Genius.
I love it. It's not genius. It's just
20 years genius.
It's so obvious, actually. Like, how did I come up with this earlier?
How did you not? Oh my goodness.
Who out there is doing fantasy football? Have you had your draft yet? Who's your sleeper picks this year? I'd love to hear about it. What kind of wacky system do you guys have set up? Because some people have like 2 quarterback leagues or defensive player leagues. There's a bunch of cool stuff. But
and how many of you don't care?
All the wives out there don't care.
I'm sure there's a lot of guys too. So Eric said, I will definitely try it out when our home closes. Fingers crossed that it stays on the pace it is going. I would like to know, are you on pace? Like, when are they telling you you're supposed to close and what phase are you in? And then he also said, great info on Kids Eat Free for when I move back to Santa Clarita today. Laugh out loud. Oh, well, welcome back.
Nice. Yeah, welcome back.
Enjoy. I hope you have a nice, smooth move because, sometimes when you got to get all your stuff
out there.
Yes.
Smooth move.
So a fall festival, I mentioned it a little bit earlier in the show, is finally set. So make sure that you save this date. It's going to be on October 22nd. It's a Saturday this year. And it is going to be themed Disney Halloween. Yay! It's going to be like our little take on Oogie Boogie. Since we aren't able to go to Oogie Boogie because it's sold out, and I'm sure many of you didn't have the opportunity to get tickets to go and enjoy it, we are going to do our own little spin on it, and there's going to be different stations in there. It's going to be all Disney themed. We have Mickey and Minnie dressed in their costumes that are coming, and they're not these janky Mickey and Minnies. Like, sometimes you see the parties, you're like, oh, that Mickey's a little scary. Like,
you were like, was Minnie doing meth?
Like, what
She's all
the
skinny
heck?
And she looks like she had a rough life.
Yeah, well, these ones are legit ones. I'm like, wow, someone must have worked at Disney before and like stole those costumes because they look really good. And we're going to have a couple villains there too to keep a little bit of spookiness because, it's for the kids and for the adults. And I love Disney, and I know there's a lot of adults who love Disney too. So we got to make it fun for everyone. And it's going to be an optional costume party. So make sure you guys start planning and get ideas for costumes. And if that's the last thing on your mind, you want to just come and have a good time, we will have some spare costumes for kids too. So
how cool.
Yeah, we'll have some like capes and maybe like a little bit of few masks and stuff like that. So everyone feels like they're included.
That's awesome. So I'm just finding out about all this right now too. Like, I didn't even know about all this stuff, which is great. I think we should follow Eric's lead and see about that Oogie Boogie.
Well, I already did see about that one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey,
easy. My bad.
We got a lot of decorations. I can't give away all the surprises yet. I want people to come there and be like, wow, this is amazing. So yeah, all those boxes he was talking about, this is for that event. It's going to be amazing. We got all cool things coming up.
It's a lot of fun. I love both events.
I'm going to sprinkle in some like little things that are coming up. There's going to be lots of fun treats that will be Disney inspired too.
Cool. So Eric says September 28th is his close date, but he's expecting at least a week delay.
Whoa, September 28th. They're that quick?
They're moving.
Wow, they're moving and shaking. That's Chris's birthday, so you guys will both be celebrating that day. And can you tell Corey's excited? Yeah, I'm excited. And then Eric said, smart move, hiding all the cool stuff, and best to see people's faces. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
It's going to be so much
a fun event.
So can't wait for that. And we'll have some really yummy food and treats there, bounce houses, and a DJ.
So we had the food planned, but I'm pushing really hard to get curry pizza over there because it's so good. I think people need to know about it. It's in Stevenson Ranch. Like, we should have it.
I mean, the habit is no longer on the table, but how do you guys feel about having pizza there?
Hold on.
Not just any pizza.
It's not just pizza because, like, you know, you go to a party and people have like Domino's or Pizza Hut or Little Caesars. No knocking those pizzas, but this is not that. Like, curry pizza is an experience.
Yes, it's delicious.
It's amazing.
It's so good. So, and we want to support a local.
It's a family-owned business.
Yeah. So we're leaning toward that. We're putting some final touches on there. And this is Chris's only, input. Like, just give me my curry pizza and I'll be happy.
That's right. So Eric says he was phase 1 and the first house sold in the whole community.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome, Eric. You're the founding father of Williams Ranch.
Congratulations. How exciting for him.
Yeah.
I hope they close on time for you. So Saturday, this past weekend, we had our family dinner, which we always have. And it was so much fun. We had such a good time that the family came back again on Sunday. And it was, I love these moments we get to spend with our family and that everyone actually makes it a priority to come. Like, I don't have to remind you. It's a given. You're going to be at our house on Saturday for family dinner.
Yeah, nobody says, what are you doing on Saturday? You just know. Or are we having family dinner on Saturday?
Yes.
Nobody texts that. You just show up.
I mean, I text just to make sure who's coming so I know how much food to prepare. But, it's so nice. I love family time.
It's fun. We play a lot of games, and Corey and the girls get down in the kitchen.
Yes, the food is so delicious.
Mama's always handling the dishes. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a godsend.
Well, speaking of Williams Ranch and Eric, and he just asked, how is our house going? We actually decided to go take a drive over and look at the house on Sunday.
We haven't been by in a long time.
We haven't been by in a while because, there's been a lot of delays and questions coming up. So we're just like, let's just mentally check out of going over there and getting our hopes up. But we went over there. And what are your thoughts on it?
So there's a lot of changes from the last time we went there. So if you're driving in the community, the Williams Ranch sign is there.
Yes, and they have a lot of trees that they've planted.
They've planted a lot of trees.
And it looks like they're getting ready for all the fruit trees to be planted as well. They've got some groves that they're setting up.
They got the groves are setting up.
It looks like they've gotten some lights in the models. Like maybe they're going to be opening them up soon.
Well, they are opening it up soon. So
yes.
September 24th, September 25th, they're having the grand opening at Williams Ranch where you could see the models. So if you want to go see them that day, do not go without us.
Please don't
Please give us a call. We'll show you. We know everybody there. We'll show you around. I thought they were going to be pushed back because I've heard of builders having delays of getting garage doors.
Yes. And other supplies too.
A bunch of supplies, but that was a big one where they were trying to close with just wood there.
Yes.
Right? So all the garage doors are in for the models. Our house was flying. I thought we were going to be one of the first ones built. One thing I did notice though is it came to a screeching halt. Like,
yes,
it's not as far along as I would hope to be, especially since we're supposed to close October 10th. I don't see that happening. But we got to go check it out. We went inside, went with, one of our friends, Craig, who's also a sales guy there, right?
Yes.
Showed us around in there. It's coming along. The bathroom looks amazing in the master bedroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, how big is this shower? It makes so much sense why that shower is so expensive.
Right. All
it's
the upgrades
humongous. That shower is about as big as our master bedroom right now.
I know. I'm like, whoa, I'm about to sleep in that shower. Just give me a pillow.
So, I mean, it's tough because we have this excitement, But then there's so many things up in the air. We really want to see the white report. The white report's going to tell us what the final HOA number is, who's going to manage the Grove.
Yes.
And you know, same thing, finding out about the vineyard.
Who's going to manage that?
Who's going to manage the vineyard? What are we going to be responsible for as homeowners? When are they going to build out the community pool, right? And so there's a lot of things I really would like to know prior to getting super excited again.
Yes.
So they keep saying we're supposed to have it like next week. So maybe we'll get it this week.
So we're just kind of sitting back, relaxing, and waiting to see what happens. And if everything goes well, hopefully we'll be in this year, just like having our car fixed, right?
Just like having. So just keeping things on real estate. Huge news. So if anybody knows Corey and I, Corey has been Oz for many years. She's behind the curtains, pulling all the strings, right? Telling me what to do all the time.
Yeah, right. I don't tell you what to do. You do what you want.
Yelling at me. No, I'm kidding.
Please.
I'm kidding. No, but Corey hasn't been out showing property since she had Santino. And Santino's going to be 8 in November.
Yes. The last time I was delivering keys, I was in labor with Santino.
Right. So there's been a couple times, about a month ago, we were all busy. I was showing property. Agents were showing property. So you had to go out there for one of our friends, right?
Yes. I went out last minute, after jiu-jitsu. I went and showed one of our friends a condo really quickly.
With our kids with her.
With the kids. And I told them, I'm so sorry. I'm very professional usually, but I don't want you to miss out on this. So as long as you don't mind me bringing them, I'll go show you right now, or we could show you a little bit later. And they're like, no, it's fine. The kids can play. So
well, the kids are friends and they were in a class together. So like that was easy.
And they were in a time crunch. But this past weekend, I went and showed an estate home, which if any of you follow us on social media, you would have seen the amazing video that I posted. The backyard was so beautiful. It's on an acre lot, and the home was completely remodeled. I had such a good time showing the property. I got to show someone who's really close to me. For privacy issues, I won't say who it was, but it was such a great time getting out there again and being professional. Her kids asked me, where's Santino and Nola? They really wanted them to go. I'm like, no, mommy's not bringing them to work. What? Really? Why? Bring them next time. No. So grandma and papa got to watch them while Chris and I were tag teaming on the weekend.
Showing property. And let me say, Corey rocked those heels. I was like, ooh, girl.
Oh my goodness. You're so silly. So yeah, that was one thing that, oh geez, yeah. I don't really miss wearing heels all the time. How did I make it through full on 10-hour days in heels showing property before? And then after kids, my feet totally changed.
You were in your late 20s, early 30s. It wasn't a big deal, I
did get a compliment, though, from the client that I met with. She said, wow, look at you. You're all dressed up. I like this professionalism. I see so many of these other agents in flip-flops. And yeah, not in a good way.
I mean, look, if that's how you get down as an agent, that's fine. I mean, Corey likes it. She comes up with these sayings, right? We both do. She's like, you dress the part, you get the part, right?
That's right.
You got to be professional all the time. And that's how we feel, and that's what we do, right?
Yes.
I'm always in a button down, even in 110 degree weather. I still got my my shirts and slacks on and the whole nine. So I'm looking forward to the fall weather, though. Then I can bring the whole suit back on.
Well, there you go. Get suited and booted, showing property. So yeah, it was a good time. I got to get out, show some property. It felt good. I got to drive the neighborhood, go see some other competing homes. And yeah.
But one thing I think you have to mention, Corey showed the house was listed at $1,450,000. Was it just a ghost town in there?
Oh my gosh. So everyone thinks that the market is come to a screeching halt. No, there were so many people at this open house. I couldn't get pictures or video of the inside of the home because there were so many people in there. And I'm just like, wow, this is a good sign that, people are still out there. They want to buy. And that particular home had multiple offers on it.
You were one of 4 offers.
No, more than that.
More than
when
4?
I submitted it, there was 4. So I think there was a total of 5 or more offers on it. And the top 3 got countered. And it's just like, wow, at 1.45, there's that much competition for this home. It's a Sand Canyon home, single family residence. So they're very rare.
Single story.
Single story, yeah. So it was very rare that those come on the market. So I'm just like, wow, there's a lot of competition out there. And like I was telling my buyer, like when you see all those people at the open houses, yeah, you get a little frustrated, but you got to look at them like your competition.
They're the competition.
Because guess what? If they don't make an offer on this house, they don't like it, and maybe there's not as many offers as people you see there, they're probably going to be looking at the next ones that you're going to be looking at. So just keep that in mind, people. If you're out there looking for a home, like if it's the right one, put your best foot forward, right? Because you never know.
Well,
there might be those
especially if it's like you said, if it's the right one.
Yes.
I can tell you where we live, love our house, right next door. And then next door to that are the two houses that I would want more than our house.
Because of the lot.
Because of the lot, right? Mm-hmm. It's a view lot. It's bigger. One of them, you could already put a pool there. We probably would never have to move if we would have bought that house.
Right.
Problem is, that house has been on the market once in 15 years.
Yes.
One time, right? And we already owned our house, so we weren't trying to move right next door.
Yes.
And the other house that the lot's also nicer than our lot, that one's never been on the market. Mm-hmm. It's new construction. Guy's been in there. A friend of ours, Stevie, has been in there for 15 years. So point being is, you buy the house. If you see that house that you really want, you go and get that house. It might never come back on the market again.
Right. Right.
So, I always tell clients, you're either going to get a house that you really love, or you might get a deal on a house. Right. But you're not going to get a deal on a house that you really love. Because if you love it, there's probably 10 other people that love that house too.
Yes. And I'm starting to see, like, yes, there are a lot of homes that have been sitting on the market for a long time. But it's not because the market isn't moving. It's probably because either one, it wasn't marketed properly from the get-go, or number two, was overpriced to begin with.
Right.
So I think sometimes buyers get a little bit confused because they see stuff sitting for so long. If that house looks nice, they're marketing it right, the price seems pretty good, it's probably going to go quickly.
Right.
So
I think the best advice I can give to buyers, whether they're working with us or working with another agent, mm-hmm. you got to put the blinders on, block out all that outside noise of your coworkers, your mm-hmm. relatives. They're not professional real estate agents, because if they were, you'd be working with them.
Right.
Listen to your agent. Again, whether that's us or whether that's your agent, another agent you're working with, they have your best interest at heart. We're trying to get you what you're looking for, right?
Try to get you to that end game.
And we've been doing it for so long, and for, I think 15 plus years for both of us. I mean, you've been doing it longer than me. Mm-hmm. Hundreds of homes sold. I mean, knowing everybody out here, we know the houses as they come out. Like every day, the first thing I do is log on the MLS, right?
And see what's coming up.
See what's coming up. See what sold. See what fell back out of the market.
What had a price reduction.
So anyhow, I'm excited to get some more buyers in. It's a great time to be a buyer.
Yes.
Because there's a lot more options than you had in the last 2 to 3 years.
Speaking of it being a great time to be a buyer, do you want to tell us a little bit about your buyer who just signed loan docs this morning?
Oh my gosh. So thank you for mentioning that. So it's so funny because it's finally paid to be a Raiders fan. Had a guy who found us online. He was just searching for an agent in Santa Clarita, found us, gave us a call. He called like 3 or 4 agents, but we were the first one to get back to him and all that. So he was from Baltimore. So I told him, hey, just jump in my car. I met him. I'm like, just jump in my car. I'll show you around Santa Clarita, right? And I had my Raiders hat there. And he was like, oh my God, you're a Raiders fan, right? So we hit it off right off the bat. He's a Raiders fan. All right, so fast forward. We got his house. It's just a condo, mm-hmm. single guy, right? We got it like $15,000 under the asking price, mm-hmm. but on top of that, we got him another $13,000 for closing costs.
Wow!
Right?
That's huge.
It's huge, and we locked him in at the right time, so he got in at like a 4.75. So fast forward to now that we got full loan approval and, mm-hmm. and docs are coming. We only used like $8,000 of the $13,000 credit. We had like $5 more grand. Mm-hmm. So we bought his rate down even more, took him down from a 4.75 to a 4.375.
Wow.
On top of that, we paid his HOA for 9 months.
Amazing.
9 months, no HOA. I mean, it's amazing. So he's super happy. I can't wait to get him into his house and watch some Raider games with him. So I told him he's coming by the house. We're going to invite him over to family dinner. He's going to have a good time with us.
There are so many ways that we can help. So definitely It's so cool that you were able to help that client out and get a lower payment and then no HOA for almost a year.
He's a veteran. So pretty cool story. He actually, his grandfather was a 30-year Marine vet.
Wow.
His father was a 25-year Army vet, and he's a 20-year Air Force vet.
How cool.
Right? So yeah, pretty cool, right? To have the lineage like that. Anyhow, he's going to be moving in anytime now, I think in the next like week or two. He's just,
cool.
He's super excited about everything. I love helping people, especially veterans.
Yes.
He got him with $1,000 out of his pocket.
Wow.
$1,000 earnest money deposit, not another penny out of his pocket.
Has anybody else heard of that happening?
1,000. You can't get
You can't even move into a rental with that much money.
No way.
You have to have first.
You
and
can't
last
rent a
month's
room
rent.
probably for that much.
No way.
$1,000 out of his pocket.
Awesome. Well, we can help you if you're in a situation and you need to buy. So the Elite meeting last week, Chris went to it and he was one of the guest speakers. Do you want to share a little bit about how that went? Are realtors slowing down? How is it looking?
So yes, a lot of agents have slowed down. And I think what it is, there's a lot of younger agents. And when I mean younger, I don't mean age. I mean only been in the industry for a couple years. They got in at a great time, right? I mean, it's the busiest time to be in real estate.
Right.
The last few years. So everybody is doing well. Well, now that the market has changed and it's no longer, everybody wants to buy a house and everybody wants to sell a house and the rates are going way up.
Right.
You actually have to work. So
wow, imagine that.
It's pretty cool because there was, I think 4 or 5 of us spoke there and we didn't collaborate with each other. Everybody just spoke about their personal experience and what's working for them, right? And it's so funny that we all pretty much said the same thing. It's back to basics, but not really back to basics because these are things that we do every single day, right? Which is, as you guys know, we're planning this client appreciation event. We love our clients.
Right.
We appreciate our clients. We don't just talk about it. We show it with these events and we try to give back and we do as much as, even this show is really for our clients, right?
Right.
So that's what we do. We take care of our own, and we make sure we continue to do that and provide great service and whatnot. So it was same across the board. What everybody's doing, that the agents that are really doing well, they're taking care of their people, right?
Good.
And then the ones that aren't are the ones that don't have any contact with their clients, meaning they might have sold them a house 3 years ago. They've never reached out to them since.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a problem, right? Because even if that buyer or seller had a great experience, they probably don't even remember your name.
No.
Right? So they don't even have your number, right? So like just basic stuff, giving them basic advice. But what everybody has been seeing a lot of, open houses, they're busy again.
Yes.
So you experienced that.
Oh, yes.
All the listing agents, we're all talking about it. Open houses are busy again, which leads us to our house, our listing. We just put a list on the market today. It's coming soon, so it's not active yet, but it'll be active this weekend. We're having an open house this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, I'm not sure what times yet. We're still working that out. But check this out. For all the people, all my friends that are like, they love San Fernando Valley, it's right in your backyard, right? So 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, about 1,100 square foot condo, single story, right? In Granada Hills for $700,000.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. So it's not $700,000, it's $475,000. $475,000? That's like such a great deal, right?
Yes.
On a house.
Run over there.
Go
visit Chris during the open house.
So if you want some more information on that, let me know. It's right off of Woodley and Chatsworth.
Okay.
The whole inside's been redone, so it's completely move-in ready. And I feel like getting into this condo is what you're going to be paying for an apartment.
Yes.
It's going to be pretty comparable. You might pay like $300 or $400 more a month for this condo than you would for an apartment, but it's yours.
Yes. And you have a tax write-off.
And you're paying your mortgage, not your landlord's mortgage.
Yes.
Right? So I'm really excited about that one because it's one that people can afford to buy. So I'm really happy for the buyers in that situation.
Awesome. So that particular one, I know it's a huge deal for people. Does it have the unit for washer and dryer inside the unit?
So there is not a washer and dryer in unit, but here's the big but. So they have a community one there have been a lot of homeowners that have put a washer and dryer in there themselves.
Okay.
And the HOA is okay with it.
Oh, good. Because I know sometimes the HOAs have huge pushback in case there's any like water damage and
There's
stuff
a
like
perfect
that.
space for it too. It's right next to the water heater in the unit, and you could get a stackable in there. And they got a quote from a plumber, and it was like $3,500.
Oh, that's so worth it.
So if I was buying that place, I would put it in,
Yeah.
right? But so you can. There's the capability of having it. You know, you have the opportunity to do so. But if not, there's a community washer dryer.
How cool. Well, I'm excited. Someone's going to really come up on that unit.
Yeah, I think it's going to go really fast.
So looking ahead for the next week, today after the show, we're going to the Oaks Country Club tonight for the Harry Potter night. So
Are
that's
we?
going to be fun. Come on, don't act surprised. How many times did I tell you? And the kids even keep bringing it up. Are we going to go? Are we going to meet our friends there and have fun? You forgot? It's in the calendar. He's so unamused right now. I don't even think he's listening to me. So, and then tomorrow I get a volunteer in Nola's class, which will be super exciting because I already like her teacher. She's one of the best teachers out there, Mrs. Johnson. So I get to spend some time with her and Nola and see how she interacts with her classmates. So that should be fun.
She's so excited to go to school. We asked her, what's your favorite part of school, Nola? And she said her B tickets, which are, if you're good that day, you get a
your
ticket.
B ticket.
And if you get 10 tickets, so 10 days of being good, you get a prize out of the treasure box.
Oh,
So
yeah. She's ready for that treasure box.
she's ready for that treasure box.
And
Yes.
Chris is actually attending the Give a Turkey meeting tomorrow, which for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, each year we help out over with Golden Valley High. They have the Give a Turkey event, and it incorporates all the different schools within the district, right?
Yes and no. So
Well, it's changed a little bit.
It's changed every year, right? So each principal at each school decides whether or not they want to be involved.
Okay.
Right? So if they want to be involved, they can be.
Sometimes they're all involved, but for the most part,
we've had
it's-
years where they have been. Last year was the first year that everybody kind of did their own give a
Okay.
turkey. But we always support Golden Valley. We just
Yes.
we love Principal Frias and April Rego, and unfortunately, my favorite social worker of all time left there, but it was such an instrumental part of Give a Turkey event.
Yes.
Cindy Takamoto. So I can't wait to get involved with that. We're going to be bringing you a lot of information for that. If you guys want to volunteer, if you want to donate, usually what we look for is if you want to do a cash donation, would be a Walmart gift card, because Walmart is so giving, and I love the GM over there, right? Patel is amazing. They actually they refrigerate the turkeys for us, which was a big problem for us in the past.
Right. He's so helpful.
Oh my God, he really cares about the community.
He really does.
So I without his support, we couldn't do what we're doing, because that was a game changer. Now we're able to buy all these turkeys and have them refrigerated for the day of,
And the
so
day
the
of
families
the
can
ev-
pick them up.
Yeah, the day of the event, the families come and they get a full-on turkey dinner. So it's
Full on
pretty
turkey
nice.
dinner. It's pretty amazing.
Yes. So that will be exciting. I can't wait to hear more details after your meeting. And then on Friday after school, we are going to my favorite, most magical place ever. And we're staying at the Grand Californian this weekend, which is super exciting. The kids have been patiently waiting. Every time we go to Disneyland, they ask if we're staying at the hotel. I'm like, you little spoiled kids. You're going to Disneyland. Have fun.
Right? So big, huge shout out to Mazin and Dina, because they hooked it up.
Yes, they did.
on the,
Friends and family discount.
for the
Thank
hotel.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Because
Yeah.
that hotel room, woof, it gets pricey. And then I just found out that they're having the whole D23 Expo this week.
Which is?
It's this special club that we're a part of.
Wait, we're part of this club?
Yeah, I mean, they have a paid membership or they have a free membership, but it's like for all the Disney junkies who are like it's kind of like a Comic-Con type of thing.
What?
It's D23 convention they're having the whole weekend for Disney at the convention center.
So are we going there too?
No, we're not going. I'm not going to go. Hopefully all of them stay there so there's no lines at the park.
Oh, that's a great point.
The kids aren't going to have fun there. So once we go down on Friday, the whole goal is just to try to stay cool, right? Because it's still going to be hot.
Right.
So we're just going to that pool. We're going to hang out over there. Then we'll get showered up, have some dinner. Then we're going to spend the night at Disney. Go have some fun when it's not hot.
Nice.
And then you said Saturday it's supposed to cool down, so we're going to have a good day.
So Saturday's 50-50 chance of rain.
Oh, good. Yay, bring it on. Then less people, less
It's going to
lines.
be like 80 degrees, so it's not going to be bad.
Good, less
Have
lines.
like a little, bring back the old school windbreakers.
Oh, I saw a cute 180s style in Shein. I need to get it.
I'm waiting for those jogging suits to come back.
Oh,
those
they're
velour
back.
Are they back?
The 90s are back. Have you seen like the fashion lately? Oh yeah, I'm going to get one of those. So
I'm
cute.
wearing like golf polos every day or suits.
Oh wait, did you say velour?
Yeah.
Oh no velour. I was thinking of like windbreaker status.
Windbreakers are back though?
Yeah.
That's what came out first, and then the velour suits came out after that, if you remember.
I don't want velour. So I'm excited about going there. Oh, Monica said, hope you do Magic Morning. Yes, that's what we have to do too. So when you stay, it's back now at Disneyland. They have the Magic Morning where they open up the park earlier for hotel guests.
All right.
Yeah, one of my friends gave me a cool like not trick but a hack on how to get onto certain rides. And yeah, so I'm going to let you guys know how that goes. I have a whole game plan. I totally geek out on stuff like this.
Part of the game plan should be lying to everybody, to us, and setting the alarm for like 45 minutes early, earlier than we're supposed to leave, so we actually leave on time.
We're going to do that. For sure.
Sometimes I do that to myself.
He does this all the time.
I show up somewhere, I'm like 30 minutes early. I'm like, I thought my appointment, I lied to myself. I put it in the calendar 30 minutes early so I get there on time.
Because you're usually running behind.
I'm usually running on time. I'm very efficient.
He says he's efficient. That's called stress to me. Anxiety.
I'm usually somewhere like 1 or 2 minutes before I'm supposed to get there.
No, I can't.
So, if it's far away, I'd like to get that little 30-minute buffer in there. So I just lie to myself on the calendar.
So Sunday, we are having barbecue with the family. That should be lots of fun. If my mom is still watching, we are on for that. Super excited for the barbecue. And yeah, that's what we have to look forward to.
Well, hold on. You can't go by this show without talking about, for all the Rams fans out there, tomorrow's opening day of the NFL.
Oh, I don't know about any of that.
Opening day.
You go right ahead.
Buffalo's in town. They're the first time they've been favorited to win the Super Bowl since the 90s.
Okay.
They're in town playing the Rams tomorrow. It's like $400 for nosebleeds.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people are going to be going to that game, but it's a great way to kick off the NFL season. And Sunday, my Raiders are going to be in town to kick the Chargers' butts. So it's like a home game. If you've ever been to a Raider game, which my lovely wife has taken me to Raider games here in LA, it's the funniest thing ever. You're at an LA Chargers game. The fans are about 25% of the fans are Charger fans.
The rest are all Raider
75% at a Chargers game in LA are Raider fans. Just lets you know. Why would they come to LA? Why would they do that to themselves?
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. But anyhow, Raiders victory. We'll be talking about the Raiders victory next Wednesday.
Oh, geez.
Can't
How
wait.
many of you are excited about that?
Corey and the kids are like, oh
I'll
boy.
wait.
Nobody's excited about the
crickets?
Raider fans, about the Raider games except me. But I'm super excited about it.
I'm happy that you're happy.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, everybody who joined us today on our show. We love having you comment and join our show every week. Please come back next week, same time, every Wednesday at noon. That is going to be our show today. Thank you again for hanging out with us here on R&R, Relationships and Real Estate. Be sure to check us out here weekly on Facebook Live. We're your hosts, Corey and Chris Silva, and we will catch you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.